Welcome back to the Billy and Andrei Show, the show that doesn't really have anything to say about anything and just want to have banter rather than doing anything productive.
Yeah, like not showing up for a podcast for 2 weeks. How's it been going,
No,
dude?
those are considered holidays, Billy.
How was your summer holiday? I mean, did many
nice.
things happen to you that were good in that 2 week period?
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah?
Been to London.
Well, that's
Regretted
nice.
it.
Yeah. Tell us about London, because you went to Wingfest.
Yeah, it was great. There were really nice wings in Wingfest, right?
You would
expect that.
Yeah, it's London.
There were
it's
very
wings.
disappointing wings as well in Wingfest, right? Because there's no standard, which was hilarious. I don't know if anybody's ever been to Wingfest besides me and the other 10 people. Probably.
Yeah, just you and the guys that were there.
Yeah, it's a great thing. It makes you pay £35 to get in. So there you go. There goes £35 or so.
35 quid.
Just to get in. But you get a trucker hat. I have a really cool trucker hat that just says Wingfest on it.
I've never seen you wear a hat, let alone a trucker hat.
I did wear it for a whole day.
Okay.
And the day after, because I didn't want to fix my hair. Yeah,
right.
It was nice. It was nice. It looked cool.
Just one. That's fair.
But here's the thing, right? There's no consistency between stalls. Right. You put 52 stalls of chicken wings, so everybody just makes chicken wings, right? If you look at them, they're like not specialized in chicken wings, but they're like, oh, we can make a chicken wing and we can go to Wingfest and have a stall there, whatever.
Right. So like everyone and their mother is basically showing up.
Well, curry houses, you name it, they were all there. Jerk chicken, which is more appropriate.
More appropriate, yes. I mean, that's how wings are supposed to be done, after all. You know?
Well, not just that. Well, listen, there's this two lads on the internet. I think they're called Fowl Boys or something like that. Oh, okay. As in fowl as in the bird.
Yeah. It took me a second. But
and then they have a really good restaurant in London, it's called Fowl, right?
Yeah.
It's amazing restaurant in London, right? Not just a good restaurant. And they made chicken wings for Wingfest, and they were absolutely out of this world brilliant.
Oh, awesome.
The batter was almost like a fish and chips batter, but then you sauce it up, and it was extremely crunchy, and the size of them was absolutely insane. It was the only stall that I felt like this was worth the money, because you pay £1.50 for each wing.
Each wing?
Each wing.
Should be like £2 for £1.
I don't know, man. Like,
were they setting their own prices, or was this like a...
No, this was a standard.
Oh, wow. So they're taking a cut of that. The owners are taking a cut of that.
Maybe.
Fuck.
Well, here's the thing, right? Their chicken wings were worth £1.50 each, right?
Fair enough.
I will gladly pay it again. But in the other places, they look like half chicken wings, as in... They were the tiniest little things you ever seen, and you get the little box, the carton box, because that's how they serve it. And you look at it and you're like, I paid £3 for this.
There's 2 wings in here.
There's 2 wings in there. They're not even 2 wings. They're just like 1 wing.
It's like 2 small, sort of like pathetic looking wings from the world's smallest chicken.
Well, needless to say, I think I spend... With the beers and stuff like that.
Yeah, I bet the beer was extortionate.
It was £8 a pint. Well, no, $7.90 a pint.
That's still.
And your first pint costs an additional £1, so they give you plastic cups that you have to return, and then you don't get your money back when you actually return them at the end of it.
At some point along the way, people have forgotten that the reason people used to gather up huge piles of cups at festivals was because there's free beer at the end of it. People didn't do that for fun.
They did not do that. So it was.
No, I've got to pay for it. No.
So that was insane. I think I roughly spent about £140 that day.
Ugh.
That's just inside rather than getting to London.
Yeah.
All of the other things. But anyway.
I mean, I've drank that much in a day, but that was.
I didn't even drink that much. I think it was 4 pints.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that's it.
Like throughout the day and the rest was just wings.
Yeah. I did get a respectable 21 or 22 wings.
That's pretty good. That's basically all the stalls.
Well, some of them, no, it was not.
Oh.
52 times 2, it's 104.
Oh.
I did not eat 104 wings.
Oh, that's a shame. You should do that next time.
Yeah, sure.
Even the ones that obviously suck.
Well, we were actually talking, and you ever heard of Beard Meets Food?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
So he should do the Wing Fest.
To be fair,
that would be a great little video. I would watch that
I wonder how many food festivals there are that guy can go to. Like
a lot.
There must be, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's like, I'm in a traditional German village and I'm going to eat like sauerkraut or some shit. Like, you know.
Oh, I think he did that before.
Yeah, I mean, like...
He should do that in any case. Yeah, London was great. It was nice. And we needed 2 weeks off.
Yeah, well, you definitely needed another week off after you... what was it you did to your hand exactly?
Cut myself.
Yeah, cut yourself. How deep, Andre?
All the way to the bone.
Yay!
Yeah, that's fun times. Anyway, it was a great little holiday.
Yeah, he's trying to avoid the story where his cat ended up drinking his blood and now has a taste for his blood now.
Yeah,
and
I sleep with a knife under the pillow.
Little does he know the cat actually put the knife there in the first place.
Da, da, da. All right, cool. Let's talk what happened in the last 2 weeks.
Whilst we were gone.
Whilst we were gone and enjoying our lives.
Yeah, and being happy and productive human beings.
Absolutely not productive or happy. Neither happy nor productive, Billy.
I was all right.
You're always all right. We hit another record, Billy, with the heat waves.
Yay!
Have you noticed?
I did notice, actually.
35 degrees. Ugh. We hit 35 degrees. So... Another funny thing happened because of this heat wave.
Yeah.
We had wildfires in the UK.
Yeah, that's the first.
Which is I'd never heard of it. Like, I've only been here for 10 years, 12 years, whatever, and never heard of a wildfire in the UK, the wettest country
in the world. Yeah, which hasn't had rain in about 3 months.
Which is insane,
which
right?
is really fucking weird. Like, I'm having, because my job is mental health, right? So I come across, I see other people's viewpoints on what's happening in the world through their lens sometimes.
Yeah.
And a number of guys have had come up to me who've like got some sort of psychosis disorder. They're not seeing reality clearly. But they've been like walking around seeing like all the dead grass everywhere and thinking it's the sign from God that the apocalypse is coming.
I mean, it might be.
More than like a handful of people have said that to me. Like different people who don't talk to each other. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? Everyone thinks that this is the end times because all the grass is dried up.
I think it's mostly because the ice caps are melting. So that's now.
I mean, it is the end of the world. I mean, it is happening, but it's just strange that it comes from a guy who's like looking at his lawn going like, wow, the grass is dying. This must be the sign from the heavens.
And so the Wales sort of governing body said it was the driest year they had in 190 years.
Damn. What happened 190 years ago? Was that like...
I had absolutely no idea. I did not bother to look into it.
I was about to say, was there some sort of war that like blotted out like the rain? I don't know.
Maybe it was very dry.
Maybe it was just very dry.
It was just very dry here. So yeah, if Wales is complaining they don't have water, they actually have a mountain in Wales, right?
Yeah.
Like England doesn't have that many mountains.
Not like near here anyway, we're in the south.
Another big problem that's happening right now because of the draft, if anybody wants to know and you want to be miserable, we're running out of drinking water.
Yeah.
Because the dams that were built, there are not that many dams because nobody prepared for this.
Of course not.
We do not have desalination plants because why would you have desalination plants?
Why the fuck would you do that in England?
Yeah, because you're like, it rains all the time. You
can just walk around with your mouth open, you know?
And we should expect very soon to have new diseases popping out because the way you look at dams, right? There's like top layer of water that actually gets used, and then there's the middle layer of water which very rarely gets used.
Oh, yeah.
And then the bottom of the dam is where all the muck gets settled and all the bacteria get settled.
For people who like live inland, I suppose we should give you guys like a bit of a breakdown on this. Like, do you know what happens to like a still body of water after it dries up? Like,
all the bacteria,
everything goes to the bottom. It all sinks down. It becomes this beautiful sort of mud, right? And it's not really mud. It's kind of like
just fish.
Yeah, it's like the stuff you get on salt flats, you know.
So we should expect another sort of outbreak of something coming back from the past to haunt us.
Oh, that's great. What do you think it will be? Because my money's on Ebola at the moment, but it could be cholera.
Well, we can treat both of those, right?
Yeah, we can treat both of those.
So that's fine.
Well.
That's not my concern. My concern is of a disease that died a long time ago and it hasn't surfaced since 500 years ago, right? Because that's another thing that you need to look at.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you had no way of capturing those diseases and treating those diseases. So it's like we're looking maybe at a mini Black Death of some sort.
Oh, God.
So it's
to be
like...
fair, we can treat the bubonic plague now. Yeah, we do not have to worry about the bubonic plague.
It could be a different bacteria, Billy.
Oh, God. You're basically telling me that all of England's waterways are going to turn into like a super highway for bacteria of which we don't understand.
It's a theory, okay? It's not gonna happen. I'm sure we'll be fine.
You know, the theories of like the reason they call it a theory is because it's probably likely to happen. Like it's pretty likely.
It's fine. Let me rephrase that. No, it's not a conspiracy though, because it's actually happening.
Yeah,
like, I can't lie myself out of this.
It's a possibility. Let's put it that.
Let's say we're not gonna have fun. If this keeps on going, we're not going to have fun.
Oh, yeah, because we were having so much fun before. Like 2 weeks ago, everything was great.
Yeah, it was great.
We never complained about anything on this show.
Especially now the heat. Yeah.
As we both, like, sweat in a small box.
I mean, it's not that bad today, right?
It's a reasonable sort of 26, 27 today, but
Which is, like... my family that lives in Cyprus, they're like, oh, just stop whining about the 35 degrees. It's 40 odd here.
Yeah.
Can you just stop crying?
To be fair, Cyprus doesn't have any trees to catch fire, so there you go.
Well, they're used to, like, right? It's all sort of deserty out there. So
and also it's an island, and also that
we're an island as well, and we have sort of the same kind of heat, the same wet, mucky, t-shirts stick to your back kind of
can't
heat.
Move without like sweating into your eyes.
Yeah. Take a shower, get out of the shower, take another shower because you sweat as soon as you came out of the shower, kind of shower.
Then you take a warm shower to actually clean yourself, and then a cold shower to like get over the warm shower.
Moving on from the heat,
how can we though, dude? It's just too hot everywhere.
Okay, so in financial news, Bank of England is holding the interest rate at 3.75, as in there's.
Andrei just watched all the interest drain from my face when he remembered I don't have a mortgage.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is for everybody else. So it could
Reasonable
get worse.
people.
It could get worse because 3 out of 9 people which are on the board that determine what the interest has to happen, they wanted to push for 4% because we're going in that direction. This is mainly because of the wars. It's mainly because we don't have any fuel and stuff like that. Right?
Yeah, everything's kind of going to shit right now.
It's kind of going backwards, and it's not looking fun for all of us. In better news for myself, I locked in at a reasonable interest rate. So, great, I guess. But that's why.
Wait, was that entire like little segment there? Just you decided to rub it in. It's bitch. I'm capped at 3.2.
See, here's the thing, right? Like a lot of people don't understand this. I said 3.75, and you think like, oh cool, so he locked in at 3.75. No, because every single bank puts interest rates on top of that.
Yeah.
So I locked in at 4.7. So I won by 0.05. So it's not great. But they might go up to 4%, which that would have put me to 5. In any case,
this is why you never get a variable rate mortgage, people, because it means that 9 guys in a building that you don't fucking know can just make up a decision.
They could be gals as well. Don't be sexist. No, because they're bankers.
Bank of England. Yeah.
There's no females there.
The Bank of England should stop being sexist because, like, let's be honest. If there was a competent woman anywhere near those people, they would probably burn her as a witch.
Yeah, I don't know, because women dealing with finances, not in my world. I just imagine them all sitting around with and all of them have scotch and soda.
Yeah.
Just imagine a whole bunch of Churchills just there. Money.
Bulldogs. Great. I hate
Did they actually have a bulldog?
No. They just he looks like one, so they just sort of drew that comparison. It was
I always thought he had a bulldog, right?
No, I don't think he actually had a pet bulldog because I never see him in photos with it. Like you'd think you'd see like him and his dog in a photo. You know. You would hear stories when you were a kid of like his brave dog, Billy or whatever the fuck it was called.
Why did you call it Billy?
Because it's a bulldog. That's a good name for a bulldog, I guess. Like, what else are you going to call it? Steve? No. What would Winston Churchill name his dog? Be honest. If it's not going to be a racial slur, what is it going to be?
Listen, I only have.
He called him something like Victory or something like Steadfast or something like that.
Steadfast. You'll call him Speed, and it's a bulldog.
Yeah, it's like a really
just because it's
dog.
Sarcastic.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of the shit he would do.
So that's what's happening with everybody's money. It's just evaporating.
Oh, that's great.
But going on that idea, right?
So everyone else's money is evaporating, but yours isn't.
Well, no, it is, because I'm paying 60 quid more a month, starting with November. Okay,
that's bullshit.
It's
bullshit.
But there's an upside to things. Mm-hmm. Have you heard of this guy Andy Burnham.
Oh, the guy who like kicked a dog. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that guy that kicked the dog. All right, so a new prime minister, Andy Burnham.
Yeah. Another one. It's like fucking Pokemon cards, man.
It's the 9th one. Or the 7th one in 10 years.
Yeah, 7th one, I think.
Nobody can keep track. Also, you can dismiss a couple of those.
Yeah, Liz Truss for one.
Let's start.
That was just a joke that we let get out of control a bit.
Yeah, it's just a lettuce head outro.
Seriously.
I can't forget that story. That's such a beautiful story. That's such a British.
Her entire leadership as prime minister was just a complete clusterfuck in general. It's just a hilarious procession of bad jokes, and her career ever since then has been even worse. Let's
hope so. Let's hope she can never get a proper job.
Well, she keeps going on about wokeness. She tried to start a podcast. It's the worst podcast I've ever seen.
Worse than this.
Worse than this. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's a very low bar.
Have you heard Liz Truss talk, man?
Actually, you're
she
right.
wouldn't relax if you literally put her under conscious.
Should we message Liz Truss to see if we can get her on the pod?
She's probably desperate enough.
We're two dudes in a very small room. It's really sweaty in here.
Yeah.
Can you come and record?
But you're a small woman. It'll be fine.
You'll be fine. We promise we'll not bring up the lettuce.
Or, anything that you did.
Well, my point was, where did I go with this? Just bringing
we got another guy.
Andy in the conversation, right? Because I said everybody's interest going up. But here's the thing. He's trying to cut the VAT on electricity from 5% to 0 from October.
Yeah, here's the thing, right? Why the fuck do we have VAT on there to begin with?
Yeah, also, why do we allow electrical companies to make more profit, when...
Or a profit at all, frankly.
No, because they're privatized, because we messed it up.
Not for long, bitch.
Well, you don't know that. But here's the problem with that theory, right? If the government decides to buy it back,
we'll have to pay money for it, which I think is bullshit. They should just expropriate it with force.
But here's the actual problem itself. So these companies, when they got privatized? 40 years ago? 50 years ago?
The 80s mostly. I mean, it depends on which one.
So they got privatized when they did back in the 80s. Let's say back in the 80s because it's an easier way to track it down. So they got privatized with a perfectly good working network. We're talking about water because this is the hardest one to talk about because this hurts the most.
Oh, yeah.
So water got privatized back in the 80s. All these companies, all they did since the 80s till now, just made a profit every single year, but they're still going bankrupt. They never reinvested any of those profits back into the infrastructure because they knew at some point the government will be like, oh, we want them back because you're making a bad job of this.
Yeah.
They intentionally made a bad job of this because they just pocketed money every single year. Let's say the government goes back and buys them. They will have to invest in the infrastructure again.
Which is why, everyone says, oh, you're just being, anti-rich when you say we need to have, trials for all these people. No, we need trials to get the fucking money back. That's what we need.
I mean, they should be investigated, quite genuinely, because you did nothing. If it gets proven that you maybe not maliciously did it, or you just chose not to do anything just because you wanted to line your pockets or your investors' pockets, maybe you should be looked into and be like, cool, well, where's all that money? We want 40% of it. Keep your 60, but we want 40% of that money to come back and to reinvest it back into the infrastructure or something. I know they will not let you do it because they will be like, oh, it's a civil matter.
Buy your opponent, yeah.
Yeah,
they'll just buy your opponent and then run against you and then buy another political party.
Yeah, but they're all
use the media that they own to that's the thing.
The Murdochs. I actually watched a documentary on the Murdochs.
Yeah, I can't believe that you didn't know about that.
Oh my god.
Despair yet again for the state of things in this country, Andre. That's what we're good at.
But it's not just this country, it's also America and also Australia.
Yeah, Australia's hilarious though because it's so over the top that even the Aussies don't take it seriously.
It's absolutely insane.
Yeah.
But also good news that Andy did as soon as he got in there. You know that digital ID scam?
Yeah.
Sorry, not scam. Scheme, not scam, scheme. It's a difference-ish. He scrapped it.
Yeah, that's good. So when are you going to scrap the contract with Palantir, Andy? When are you going to scrap selling our medical records for free?
Well, the thing is that he has, I think she's his secretary or whatever, can't remember her name. She's pushing for AI-based criminal investigations.
Oh, you mean the Home Secretary?
Yeah.
Not his secretary.
Well, the Home Secretary, whatever. Somebody's secretary.
I was imagining some poor bird called Sam, who's 25, and this is her first internship in a high political office. She's like, shit.
ID. Oh, no, AI, sorry. AI. Okay, cool.
AI-ID, yeah.
So she's pushing AI on him.
Yes, Shabana Mahmood is fucking evil.
Also, she's pushing back on scrapping the digital
ID,
IDs,
yes,
which is insane. Why do you want to make this country into a militarist sort of?
Because she's insane and evil, dude. Like, I can't, like, she wants, like, basically to know exactly what you are doing at every single possible moment of every day. And who is in the country exactly, so that she knows exactly who to fire, exactly who who to push out, who to get sacked from their job if they talk about Palestine, for example. Having all that information is incredibly valuable. And the Labour government, ever since Blair, really, like, Blair did the same shit.
Yeah.
Like, when he digitized the economy or whatever.
Somebody's paying these people quite a bit of money.
Yeah, it's Palantir, it's Peter Thiel, it's people like that. They get money by selling the data to advertisers. So that's why they want, like, the perfect, like, surveillance state, not to, like, keep you in, like, lockdown or whatever, but to extract as much money from you as possible. That's why they do it.
I'm so happy.
They want to be able to predict the exact time of day that you're going to feel hungry for a KFC, and that way they want to advertise.
That's every day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's not that hard. Can I get some money out of my prediction? Because I couldn't eat KFC every single
I actually saw a really interesting legal argument that because our data is being sold, then technically we have a right to a certain percentage of the profit.
Here's the thing. Which browser are you using at the moment?
Opera.
Oh, this is not an ad. Brave browser is based on Chrome, right?
Yeah.
But Brave browser, if you can make yourself a crypto wallet, they pay you in crypto, in their own cryptocurrency, for all the ads you had to see.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of mad.
I don't know why people don't know about this. Everybody's surprised.
Your brother told you about this.
No, he didn't. I discovered this one by myself. I'm not sure how much the cryptocurrency is worth or whatever, but it's...
Yeah, I doubt you're going to be getting, piles of Ethereum for this, but...
No, it's not piles of Ethereum, but it's just...
that makes a whole lot of sense, actually. That's a bit like Tab for a Cause and add-ons like that, remember?
So I seen, since this morning, I seen 4 ads, and it's paying me.
And how much is it paying you?
I have no clue. It just goes. It's fine. But the idea, it's something, right?
No,
because Brave, they're very big on the stop getting our information for free. Because Brave is getting paid. That's for sure.
Yeah,
but it kind of gives you a penny back. Be like, here, go have a penny.
Yeah, maybe we should do this by law. Like, that would be great. Yeah. Like, everyone doing this. Imagine the amount of shit you get from Google.
How about we start educating people to stop accepting cookies?
Yeah.
You know who you are.
Seriously.
Stop accepting cookies.
It's not worth it to read a shitty article from Eurogamer, all right? Just stop accepting cookies.
You're talking to yourself now, are you?
I don't read shit on Eurogamer, man.
Okay.
If I do, I ad block that shit. Come on.
Oh, another good thing that he's doing. I'm being positive about.
I know you're being positive.
I just want him to do well, because we did so poorly so far, man. I'm just sick of that.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes.
He reinstates the £2 cap on bus fares.
That was a good idea. I didn't. Here's the thing, though. I learned about that, and I was like, "Wait, Keir Starmer raised the fucking cap on bus fare."
Yeah, it was 175, and then he raised it to 2, and then it disappeared because the scheme finished, and now he's reinstating it. It's from January of 2027. Yeah,
of course.
Well, I mean, you can't do it instantly, right?
Yeah, you can.
No
one's ever tried it.
Really, that's not how things work.
Hey, it's how it works when the price goes up.
Another cool thing he did. So he's reducing the business rates for pubs, clubs, and live music venues.
That I can definitely get behind.
It gets it to 20%. So they're like, cool. We whatever it's now. I think it's 24, 30. I don't know what it is at the moment. I should have done.
We should know this because we talk with our local pub owners all the time, and they usually complaining about the business rates.
That's not a positive, right? That's actually a really big positive.
Yeah, it's going to have a good impact on a lot of small business owners, for sure.
Yeah, because that's the ones that are suffering the most.
Yeah, of course, it always is. I mean, if you're a big business, you just tank the fucking money and then borrow more money off, with leveraging your assets until everything's fine. That's generally how big companies work. Yeah. I think if they wanted to sort out pubs in this country, though, they'd have to start getting serious about anti-monopoly shit, trust busting, break down the big brewery system that we have now, which kind of fucks everything over.
It's kind of breaking down by itself because nobody trusts the big brands anymore. I mean, if people just want to get pissed in a pub on a pint, they will buy a Carlsberg, right?
Yeah.
But people that still want to get pissed in an
actual pub with
but on better product
with actual beer
with actual beer will buy a better brewery, and they will go for look at us, for example. When was last time you willingly drank a Carlsberg? or something from their portfolio?
I think
Like
it was
willing-
camping, and it was like 6 years ago.
So it's not like you go to a pub and be like, oh, you know what I fancy today?
Yeah, I
It
really
calls
want a
me.
Carlsberg today. Yeah, it's just like, oh, what's the cheapest thing? Ruddles? I don't even know what that is. I'll have that. It's £1.75. Thank
mean,
you,
if you
JD
ju-
Witherspoon.
If you just want to get pissed, it's gonna be great.
Yeah. If you have like a serious like drinking problem and you really need to get like 4 pints into you for less than a tenner to stop the shakes, then yeah, it's worth it.
Yeah, but the thing is that sort of.
I've never
system-
been in that situation, Andre. I don't know about you.
Why are you twitching, Billy?
I'm not twitching. I'm laughing. It's different.
Okay, that was a joke.
I know.
And another one big thing that he tries to do, but he will have absolutely no chance because the data doesn't allow it. Like the data proves it doesn't work. Stopping rough sleepers.
Yeah, that's gonna be a
doesn't
tricky
work.
one.
Because here's the thing: if you look at Manchester, because he was the mayor of Manchester,
Yeah.
right? Have you seen that graph? Right.
I have seen that graph. Yes.
So he kind of brought it down, but then it just skyrocketed.
They had the same thing when they did it in Finland, right? So the problem with Finland, right, before they did this scheme that they have now, because I looked into this, like, okay, how can we actually fix homeless people? Like, because homeless people are a big part of my
How can we
job.
fix homeless
Fix
people?
homeless people.
Mate, they're human beings.
Yeah, but I want to say fix the homeless problem. It sounds a bit too close to the Jewish question, you know what I mean? Like, I don't-
Wow, dude.
I'm just saying it does. Like, it sounds Hitlerian to just say, like, you know, like the homeless problem. But if you want to fix a problem with, like, lots of rough sleeping out in the streets, basically you just need to slap people in houses without any conditions. And the problem is, doing that, the British public are not going to be happy about it, you know?
What, you mean like just give people houses
Yes.
for no reason?
Yes.
I mean for the reason they're rough sleeping.
For the reason that they need a house, yeah.
But here's the manager in me, right? I'm sorry, he comes out. How can you justify putting him in there and then allowing them to still live the same lives they are without actually making an impact on them? Because I believe that in order to fix rough sleeping, you need to impact their lives in such a way that they will have to work out a way to look after themselves. Long
True.
term.
But in order to train people in that such a way, they're going to get off the drugs, that they're going to be able to look after themselves, that they're going to recommit to themselves in that sort of way.
Yeah.
You just have to give them to it straight up. Because honestly, without that security, without knowing that like that's there and that's always going to be there for you, without that security, you can't really make long-term decisions. It actually affects your long-term decision-making pretty hardcore. Like, it's the same with like long-term financial decisions. Like people who have financial security, people who come from money tend to make better decisions because they know even if they do fail, you know, they're going to take more successful risks. You know, that's why they do better in business, that kind of thing.
Okay, so
It's worked really well in like all the Nordic countries, man. They just black people in houses. And the ones that refuse to go in the houses for whatever reason, you know, there's about 4,000 of them left, I think, in like, you know, Finland at least. Finland's like got like 10 million people in it, 4,000 homeless people. That's it. And
that's not that much.
that's not very much at all.
Not very much.
It's like a tiny fraction of what we've got over here. And the reason was they put these people in places and like about 60% of them usually sort of get off the drugs, sort their lives out, get a job, you know, whatever. Obviously, you've got to make sure that there's jobs they can do. You've got to make sure that there's like, you know, appropriate security at these places in case anything kicks off, you know, in case there's like, you know, people doing too many drugs or whatever in the property. But then they have rules and shit, you know, obviously you got to take care of the place that you're in.
Yeah, because that's my thing, right? Like I do this thing where I think if I would get a stupid amount of money, how can I solve this problem? And I mean, like, just I win the lotto. I'm a billionaire.
Yeah.
Congratulations on there.
Which basically means you have infinite money because you can just keep borrowing shit. So.
Yeah, so how am I going to fix this problem? The same way, I think we talked about this as in how would I fix the actual housing problem, where you build houses, you sell them at almost no profit, just enough to cover and make sure everybody that build those houses and everybody that is responsible for making those houses move get paid.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you have this influx of housing coming in and then you fix the problem. But the problem with housing, and this is what I found out quite recently, in the last 6 months, in the UK, about 60% of all land that can be built upon, it's owned by free companies.
Yeah.
And they just slowly give a bit of housing into the system so they can keep the prices up. Right?
Yeah, because if you drip feed the housing into the system, it sells at a higher rate. Your
so you
land
have to
sells
destroy
at a higher
that
rate.
somehow. And I have a solution for that. And Andy, my man Andy has the good idea.
Does it involve like riding out on horseback?
So he is. I'm not gonna say it correctly, and I'm not gonna use terminology, but the way he's putting it, he wants to sort of scrap paying a council tax
Yeah.
and just putting a tax on the property. As in, you pay 1% of the value of the property.
Land value use tax.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that will absolutely make these people start paying so much money for just holding on to land.
They're gonna fucking sell their land.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's a big solution. That's how that's how Europe does it.
Funnily enough, you really know the reason that most of the land still isn't owned by the aristocracy?
Because everybody in the government, they all own land. I know, Billy. Everybody knows
No. Like, the reason that, like, the aristocracy really lost control over, like, that 40% of land you were talking about there.
Yeah.
And the reason, like, corporations were able to buy up quite a lot of it is because after the First World War, inheritance tax fucked people, man. Rich people in particular. Because you send a son off, like, and he dies in the First World War. Okay, your second son, who's also in the war, gets that inheritance, and you get taxed on it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, that guy gets killed as well. And then the guy's brother gets killed as well. So by the time you've got, like, you know, whoever it ends up inheriting all that wealth, it's like been taxed about 5 times. And of course it was, because, you know, you needed that money for the war effort.
Yeah.
So it was like, after the First World War, the aristocracy was just kind of bled out, you know? Like, too many of their kids died, and, like, you know, the inheritance tax took the rest of the money off them. Which, good. Should have been that way from the start, you know?
But you need land tax. I think
you
land
need
tax,
a land value use tax, yes.
So then automatically you'll turn around and be like, cool, we either sell this land, make something with this land because we need to make money. So it's going to fix itself. The problem is going to fix itself, right?
It will with that tax in place, yeah. Especially if it's, like, harsh enough. I want it to be quite cruel to those people because they've suffered enough. Yeah, they've suffered.
You know that means
enough,
that
you know?
your dad that owns the house, he will stop paying council tax, but he will start paying the tax for the property that he owns.
Which, to be fair, won't be that much because it's a house, you know? It's just a house with a garden. That's, like, not that big, you know? It's probably going to be, you know... I'm sure there'll probably be exemptions and all sorts of other things. I just don't want there to be too many exemptions for, like, incredibly rich people. Because there will be.
That's another thing that we're going to have to, you know...
Yeah, always pay attention to the exemptions for these things, guys. Like, if you want to do proper politics analysis, look at the things that are exempt from laws rather than the things that they actually affect.
Well, another thing he's trying to do is build more council housing. So he's bringing back the idea of trying to build more council housing. The problem with that, councils are all bankrupt. Or if they're not bankrupt, they're almost bankrupt.
They're all fucking run by idiots as well.
They're all run by idiots. So I looked into this because I was very curious. Why are they all bankrupt? I think it was 30, 40 years ago, right?
Thatcher, again.
Yeah.
It always is.
So they tried to get councils to become self-sufficient rather than relying on the government.
Yeah, they tried to do that with the NHS as well. It didn't really work.
So what they did was gave councils loans. The government gave council loans at incredibly low interest rates.
As you would.
We're talking
Wait a second,
almost
it's the
nothing.
government. Why is there an interest rate at all?
Well, that's why it happened, right? Because that's money. So what they were meant to do is build houses, build infrastructure, so the houses are going to be, you know, usable, and then sell those houses and make a slight profit in the long term, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you extend, there's housing, nobody pays a stupid amount of money for housing. That was the idea of it. They didn't do that.
Of course not. It went to, like,
they did not build enough.
It went to
council,
developers who line their own pockets and didn't build enough.
which was insane. And again, we go in the same problem. That's where it all started.
Yeah.
There's stories of councillors, like town councillors, that bought jets for the town and stuff. I'm like, why? Why do you need a jet and stuff like that?
Yeah. Like, councillors in particular love to, like, pretend that the reason they do certain things is because, oh, well, we're just promoting the city. And it's like,
No, you're not. You're not.
fuck off. It's not like, you know, a shitty brand of, like, you know, Chinese restaurants. We're not a chain company here. It's a fucking council. We don't need to, like, look pretty. We need to get shit done. Thank you very much. We've got, like, homeless people everywhere. Come on, build shit. Build shit now, you know? People getting priced out of this fucking town.
And just to do the last part about him, and I promise I'll try not to talk about him anymore. I'm just trying to be excited for something positive, right? From this change.
It's so cute, man. It's like historical.
Next week we're gonna just be here and being miserable.
We'll be back to full-on cynical next week.
Okay, so here's
It's my turn to
here's
write
the
the
other
podcast.
good thing that he did. Have you heard about Number 10 North?
I've heard this. I don't actually know what it's going to do.
In Manchester, they opened an office, a Number 10 office. Right? They trying to get Scotland back the power, as in to manage themselves rather than taking everything that comes from Number 10 down in the south back to them. As in, we're talking about welfare and all those sort of things that, you know, government should do for you. But they're giving the power back to the to Scotland itself, rather than everything being controlled by number 10, which is in London.
Yeah, the thing is, this like devolution to Scotland thing. I don't know if Scotland has enough taxable like income just from its population to really maintain what they've got.
They're probably going to still take money out of.
That's the thing. Like, you know, the problem with like all of this like devolution of control thing is it doesn't actually mean shit if you don't actually have control over where the money comes from.
Yeah. So the three things that are under them there, it's social housing, welfare, and post 16 education. So that's what they're giving.
Which, to be fair, Scotland has had its own rules about that for a long time, but it's good that they're actually going to get to implement it, and we'll see how it works.
We'll see how that's going to work.
Because Scotland is a lot more left-wing than, like, England is, you know?
Yeah.
Just in terms of the way they govern and the way they pursue policy in general.
Yeah,
like, you know, the SNP, despite the fact that it's called the Scottish National Party, which sounds like kind of evil, it is actually quite a sort of left-wing sort of institution, really.
Yeah.
And they've been running that place for a long time.
Well, here's the thing. Now that we kind of lost everybody.
Yeah. Now that whoever 5 people who are still interested in hearing.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Yeah, we love you. See you at the pub later.
Yeah, see you at the pub later. Here's a cool, like, have you heard of this game called football? Yeah. It's everywhere.
I've heard of it.
Yeah. So the World Cup just finished, right?
Yeah.
Spain won the World Cup. You don't care.
Good for them. Argentina lost. That's
Argentina, they were the most miserable, worst losers in the world.
Yeah, they were cheating the whole game.
They basically just fought throughout it, and they were just miserable, horrible human beings. I'm so sorry, Argentina team, but what the fuck is wrong with you? But that's not the point, right? So Spain won.
Yeah.
They got, I don't know, around 60 million out of this because they won. Good for them. 40% of it stays in America because Americans say because the funds were won in America, they have to pay tax on it.
That's fucking funny. Like literally.
FIFA, which is the running body of the World Cup, which happens every 4 years, it's run out of Switzerland. Which, what?
The entire organization is funded by Nazi gold. Just saying, okay?
I'm not sure if it's funded by Nazi gold, but I mean, it's
pretty fair. That probably got all, like, you know, embezzled a long time ago. It's FIFA, man. It's the most corrupt organization in the world.
It's more corrupt than normal.
Yeah.
Because the guy that's running it, which I can't remember his name.
It's not Sepp Blatter anymore, but he was around for fucking ever, and that place was...
That guy was so corrupt. Name? Gianni Infantino's.
Oh yeah,
that absolute piece of shit.
He's a massive cunt.
He's ruining the game anyway. A lot of
was he the one who like allowed Donald Trump to like get that red card suspend fucking guy? Yeah, well, dick.
We have a follow up thing to it, right? So FIFA, UEFA, and all the big sort of football leagues that are run. Basically, FIFA is the biggest one because it has the most money. UEFA runs Europe, and then there's other countries which I'm sorry, I can't. You're not important. Your football is not as good.
It's probably AFA, you know, for Africa or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're all non-profit organizations.
Which somehow make billions every year.
Well, here's the thing, right? All the money that is made within the organization has to be trickled down to the teams that are part of the organization. So they are technically non-profit, right? They pay everybody salaries, obviously, because you know you have to pay people salaries, and then all the rest there's sort of quantities of money that get funneled back into the football clubs, into the equipment. Poorer countries actually get more money than the richest countries.
Yeah, they love touting that every time someone accuses them of being corrupt. It's like, oh well, we're putting all this money.
Yeah, because they don't have money to travel, man. They don't have money for shoes. Of course, you give more money to the poor countries if you want them to play. Yeah. And a lot of really good players come out of poor countries.
True.
Because they really enjoy the game and they have an extreme passion for it. So you'll get better players out of a poorer country. I'm sorry, is the truth.
It's true, man. I mean, like, look at the Premier League. Sorry, like there's a shitload of Moroccan guys. And like guys from poor as fuck Africa right now, all right?
Yeah, so but that's not where I'm trying to go with this. So what are
you don't want to go to Africa right now when there's like so few conflicts going on there and it's...
What do you mean so few conflicts?
I'm joking.
And then I'll show you the war map.
I know, right? It's funny. I'm just making a joke. Bless Africa, man. It deserves better than this.
So what they tried to do was make a private equity stakes sale, which got rejected. But what they tried to do was make another company, which is a private equity that you sell to people, right? And they kind of invest money in the game, and then at some point they can sell their stake further on. Well, this was all pushed by Donald Trump.
Of course it fucking was. It's stock gambling. That's his favorite thing to do.
It's absolutely insane. He didn't go through, which is great. So the guy can keep his...
How are you supposed to have a publicly traded non-profit? How does that fucking work?
I absolutely have
How are you
no
buying
idea.
shares in a company that doesn't supposed to not make profit?
It's horrible, isn't it?
It's not supposed to increase in value. How are you going to get money back off of that? Think about that for a second, guys.
Because people would want to buy it.
Yeah, people would want to buy it and then sell it at a higher price. That's what they'd want
That's
to
how
do.
it goes. That's
Yeah,
how
but they shouldn't be
goes.
able to because it's not supposed to be making a profit.
Okay, that was enough for misery. Have you ever heard of biometal?
No.
So basically the concept, this is from sci-fi, the concept of biometal is sort of a metal that can be liquid and transform itself in whatever, but it's partly organic and it can take whatever shape it wants to take. And
So
whatever.
it's Terminator 2.
Basically, right? A sea worm, a little sea worm, which is a predator sea worm, was found by University of Vienna, and they analyzed its teeth, and it turns out that it takes protein and ion metal, and it turns it into little sort of daggers.
Interesting.
For it to hunt. So the potential of the sci-fi biometal exists.
This is like Bioshock shit where they find like genetic, like the answer to the genetic research is just found in like a sea slug and then they use it to
but
make
that's
Adam. You know?
Here's the thing, right? Because these worms are so small, so they're so close to molecularly changing things.
That makes sense.
It's amazing that the whole concept of a little worm having biometal and we're so close of, seeing it and maybe doing something with it.
That'd be really cool, man. If they could, like, imagine if that's like the new space age metal, and we just got like entire worm farms at the bottom of the ocean, just like, like feed the worms whatever they want, feed them the corpses of our children.
Humans.
They will make it into human metal.
On the same sort of staying at the sort of metal level. Here's the thing, right?
Black Sabbath are doing another tour.
Wow, dude.
No,
Well, that's very dark.
I know, right? I just realized both of them are dead.
There's a new alloy that they found, and they created that is 10 times stronger than steel.
Interesting.
Dude, I can't read. It's a really long chain of words.
They're like carbotaneodoxahedron.
Brittle cobalt aluminum composite with blah blah blah. But the idea is they found something stronger than steel, right?
Yeah.
That they can actually mass produce.
Rather than like titanium, which you can't.
Yeah, because titanium is really fucking hard.
Yeah,
So
you got to mine that shit out of the ground, man.
So they found this thing that they could potentially start creating sort of maybe cheaper cars, stronger, cheaper cars, which will be amazing. I'm not sure yet because it's still a work in progress. So we should expect in the future to have biometal and sort of titanium level strength cars. Imagine that, right?
So transforming cars that are also incredibly strong. Is that what your pitch for the future is going to be?
Yeah, definitely. Imagine not having to change your tires because you made them out of metal. Well, but it's not going to be soft enough.
Yeah, that's going to chew up some roads, man.
I don't know, man. A solution needs to happen, right? Because
to be fair, we need to find a solution to all of it. Like, everything needs a solution at this point, so...
Yeah. I mean, the car needs to be reinvented, to be completely honest with you.
Honestly, I think for, like, urban centres, like, the centre of town, most places, like, quite a lot of the places around the UK, you could probably get away with just banning cars entirely and just having everyone on e-bikes and e-scooters and shit.
Yeah. Or do, as the Italians did... Oh, I think they're in London as well. The little electric cars. The two-seat electric cars.
The really shit ones, yeah.
Doesn't matter if they're shit or not. But the thing is, you can still travel around. Just leave trucks, as in delivery trucks, around town because it needs to happen.
That's what they do in Amsterdam, yeah.
And then all the rest of it, it's no actual personal cars.
To be honest, I mean, most of the time you don't fucking need a car. Like, most of the time you're just getting yourself and, like, a few bits to one place, So you can do that on a bike most of the time.
Yeah.
Or you can walk it if you're like some sort of masochist who hates their own feet, like me.
Or you can do this thing, right? A perfect city. This is me playing City Skylines.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm braced for impact. Okay,
are you braced for impact? The way I like to design all the if you don't know what City Skylines is, it's an amazing game.
It's a very, very good city builder, yeah.
It's a very good city. The way I like to design my cities are from the middle outwards, as in I already create where I expect all my density to be in the middle, but I don't build anything there. And then I build all the roads and infrastructures, and we're talking also bike paths, all the bus lanes, everything. I build everything there. And then I start from the really outside, and I start by just building inwards, as in density-wise.
Mm-hmm.
So you start from little houses where most people live, but they can get with buses to the center, but you can't drive in the actual center. There's only buses, only ambulances, police that can actually go to the centers. But if you build it that way, right? So you have sort of low density, medium density, even high density in the middle, right? But you don't have roads that are clogged up. All of a sudden, a lot of people can live very comfortably in a very sort of healthy environment. And that will actually be better for you than just having all the smog build up on top of the city. And then your actual industrial parks and wherever you want to put your industrial, it's going to be slightly further away. But everybody can go there because you do this thing, which is just build a train that is specifically made for the industry, right? That can run every 20 minutes. And then all of a sudden, you have all the pollution out of the town. Everybody lives in a nice, clean environment. And you're going to be so much better, right?
Yeah, makes sense to me, man. I mean, like, put you in charge of urban planning. Fuck me.
I mean, I'm not an engineer, man.
You could probably do, like, you could be a good ideas guy.
I can be an ideas guy. You want to take the new ideas guy? Yeah. He's weird, has an accent.
He's weird, has an accent, but he's, like, vaguely autistic and really, really into this shit. So, like, just let him cook.
just let him, just listen to him.
just let him draw on his bit of paper. He'll be fine. I've come up with a perfect city, guys.
But the thing is, you can't redesign. Like, the cities are already built. Unfortunately, at least Europe's problem at the moment with cities is our cities are all old, right?
Yeah.
We used to build things for horse and carriage, or you used to build things for walking.
Yeah.
And then little hamlets turned into towns, turned into cities, right? But you still have the same property owned in those areas. So somebody owned that land. You can't all of a sudden decide to be like, cool, I know that road's been there for the last 1,000 years, but you can't have it there anymore. You can't do that to people, because people will be like, wait, but that's mine. And
hey, back in the day we did, when we built like motorways and shit, man. The government had balls back then. They were just like, ha ha ha, you're giving us your shit. Fuck off. Like, this is a highway now. Like, no, like,
yeah, that was
public.
Nice though.
It wasn't nice, but you know, they're rich people. Who cares? At the end of the day, like, if they're gonna hog land and it's gonna get in the way of much needed public infrastructure, fuck you. No, get fuck out of here. Like, sell it to us at a reasonable price, or fuck off. We can just take that shit.
But again, all our roads in big cities are mainly made for horse and carriage or for walking.
True.
And you can't build bigger roads, so you just, as I said,
sort of adapt it to find fit cars, which is stupid because you can't really do that in a lot of
you can. So let's say you tomorrow you decide all of central London, nobody can drive except for trucks and public transport, right? We're talking taxis. We're leaving taxis.
Yeah, taxis are fine,
Yeah, taxis are fine. Buses, trucks that deliver things to everybody that they need to actually function.
Yeah.
But in order for you to get to work and get home from work, you can only use public transport. Or there's another thing, right outside the zone, which is the designated zone for no cars. You build this little sort of bays with these electric cars that can be charged. If you really want the luxury to drive through London, pay a silly amount of money and you can drive this little car through London to get from A to B whenever you want.
Okay.
Right? And then all of a sudden you don't have any personal cars. Personal cars are not allowed in the center, except for trucks, blah, blah, blah. Certain exceptions, obviously, you know.
Those food delivery things that Tesco has, you know.
Yeah, whatever is necessary, right? This is what I'm saying. The smog will disappear.
True.
But again, you have to put all this infrastructure, and somebody has to come be like, cool, we're done. You can't own 1 million cars anymore.
Yeah.
But why is it not going to happen? Because
a bunch of old people are going to get very pissed off about it. That's why.
Well, not just that. All these people that are in charge at the moment, it sounds like I'm going to try an insurrection of the fucking government. I'm not.
Of the two of us, I mean, like, who's the most likely to? I mean,
I don't know. I might snap one day. But well, what I'm saying is, just decide to be like, cool. What to finish the point, why it's not going to happen is because everybody is in somebody's pocket.
Yeah.
In the government. I'm sorry to say, everybody's in somebody's pocket, because if you trace down there's another subject I want to talk about. Sir Nigel. Well, he's not a sir.
So you're about to give him a fake knighthood.
Well, but there's a count involved.
There is a count involved, but that's a hereditary position. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so that's never going to happen. That's never going to change, but still.
It could change. All it's going to require is people with people being pissed off enough and having a guy in charge who's actually going to do it, and will get support for doing it, you know?
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like, everyone says, "Oh, this is impossible. It's impossible." Well, these systems were created by people initially, and if it can be created by man, it can be undone by man. You know?
Yeah.
It's not as if God came down and said, "Okay, this is how the British benefit system is going to work." No, fuck that. You know, like, it was invented by people, most of them with very bad intentions. So let's put some people with good intentions there, see if they fix it. Who knows? Maybe they'll actually give it a try.
Maybe not.
Speaking of giving it a try, though, I think I know what your last. I know what your last thing is going to be.
So my last thing, on August 13, 2029, we'll have an election for Colton. How is it called?
It's not 2029. It's 2026.
2026. Yeah, sorry. We'll just keep them in a loop, just constantly.
Everyone in Clacton listening to this is like, "Oh, well, I'm going to go for 3 years. I'll be all right."
So Clacton by the Sea.
Clacton on Sea.
Clacton on Sea, by the Sea, whatever.
I don't know.
Whatever it's called.
It's not even really on the sea. It's fucking sense.
So, our good lad, Nigel
fucking Farage.
Nigel.
Yeah.
This man got given a £5 million gift from a guy that
Allegedly.
No, it's not alleged.
Oh, no, it's not alleged, is it?
It's not alleged.
No, it's not. He admitted it.
He admitted it. Because his friend gave him £5 million.
Nigel Farage, the fucking corrupt moron, has just accepted £5 million off a billionaire.
Billy, here's the thing, right? His reasoning behind it is they're friends, right? Can you give me £5 million?
Yeah, 1 sec.
Okay, I'm still waiting. I'm going to wait a long time.
Sorry, I'm waiting for my passive income to earn me £5 million. Oh, so wait, I don't have any.
He claims that his friend gifted him £5 million, right? Which is insane because that's a bribe. If that's not a bribe, I don't know what the bribe is.
Yeah.
But
and it was right before he decided to come back into British politics.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Like, you think, why is this a problem? Why is being gifted £5 million all of a sudden a problem? Well, if you look at all of Nigel's views on things, he advertises crypto after the crypto giant gave him money. Okay, he advertises gold, which is the same guy has. Oh, did you know Nigel has a platform for trading gold?
Oh, does he?
He does.
Oh, he has his own crypto platform for trading gold.
Him and every other corrupt motherfucker in America.
Everyone's making a fucking crypto exchange.
Everybody's making some sort of. So the problem with that is,
besides everything,
in British law, if you've been giving a large sum of money, you need to declare it as it was a donation to you, as in somebody is influencing you, so you can actually track down what's going on. He didn't do that because he didn't want people to know he's extremely corrupt.
Yeah, and he's not in the Tory party, so he can't create like the magical spell they use to get no one to be able to learn their donors, shit like that.
So, anyway, in order for him to stop being investigated, he resigned. But he turned around and said, "Oh, I am resigning my candidacy, but I'm applying for my candidacy for the same
fucking place,"
which it's quite insane. And then everybody from the government and every single party all of a sudden decided to be like, we don't want to play this game, which is amazing because it's nice to see they have a bit of brain, because at some point
it's like the most obvious trap in the world. Like, if you put a bunch of resources into it, like say the Green Party did this, right? If they just poured a whole bunch of resources into Clacton, they could probably shift like about 15% of the vote or something.
No, they're extremely reformed.
It's a very reform area, that's the thing. That's why he ran there in the first place. He didn't fucking know anything about Clacton on Sea. I mean,
he's never been to Clacton on Sea until recently.
Like, he keeps calling it Clapton.
Because it's the clap.
Because of the clap, yeah.
Is it not?
No.
Well, I mean, Nigel is there, so probably has the
clap now, yeah. That's the one thing he did bring to the community.
Wow.
But, so he's basically been fucking around, like, and doing everything except being, in his constituency for the longest period of time.
Well, as a person that lives there, why would you vote for somebody that's not even there?
Have you seen, like, what happens in, like, certain parts of the UK where they're very, very, very pro, like, Brexit, pro UKIP, pro Farage?
Yeah, but that's not the point. The point
is...
It's
like a collective delusion.
You vote for an MP so they can help you improve your life.
Yeah, but you don't understand, all right? Like, how thick some of these people on these sort of specific like areas are.
Allegedly.
I'm gonna tell you a story of how this is my mum's ex-boyfriend, right? One of my mum's ex-boyfriends from back in the day. This is when Jeremy Corbyn was a big deal, and he was like, it was like 2017, something like that. And I'm saying, why the fuck aren't you going to vote for Jeremy Corbyn? You make less than the minimum wage he's proposing. You would get more money. And he's like, yeah, but then I'll be earning minimum wage. And it's like,
what?
Yeah. So he would get more money if like Corbyn won, because Corbyn was going to raise like the minimum wage to like 13 quid or something, which is quite a lot of money back then.
Yeah.
And he said, no, because I make $12.50 and I don't want to be working minimum wage. Nah, I'm not going to do it. Like,
no, but that's not how that works, right?
Yeah.
Every time the minimum wage gets raised,
everyone else is.
I'm salaried, right? So every time the minimum wage goes up, whatever the minimum wage goes up by, I get an automatically increase to my salary by that times weeks times hour, whatever. But the thing is, I always get a pay rise when minimum wage goes up.
Yeah, because they want to keep you from being on minimum wage and going, I could go elsewhere where they're not.
I'm gonna go work for minimum wage and not be stressed, not have grey hairs.
Yeah, exactly.
you know.
So that's why raising the minimum wage is a good idea that basically always works. And yeah, he was so adamant that he was like, no, because I basically had so much pride that he worked for slightly above minimum wage. He was actually willing to sacrifice money for himself in order to stay like being an arrogant cunt and like saying he makes more than guys who make minimum wage.
Well,
like the
insane.
ego gets in everybody's fucking way when it comes to this stuff, always. Like, because when you think about it, that's why people don't like, migrants that much, because they're like, oh, well, this guy's getting this shit which I worked so hard for, and it's like, that guy's probably had a harder life and worked harder jobs than you, mate.
Yeah. And also, if you look at migrants, are we messing up how we integrate migrants at the moment in society? Yes, we are messing it
probably
up.
By being dicks to them all the time, like,
well, no, that
for 50
and
fucking years.
Also the fact that we don't have proper programs in place to sort of look at what is our current economy missing, as in education.
Yeah.
Let's just, they're gonna sit there anyway for 6 months until you finish processing it, but that takes forever because you don't have a proper system in place.
Yeah,
might as well educate them.
Give them English language courses.
They do give them English language courses, and I know the people that run those English language courses, and a lot of them, they're really rubbish at fucking teaching English.
Yeah.
I think I'll have a better chance teaching English to foreigners than and I am dyslexic, Billy. I think as a dyslexic, I would teach these people better.
Yeah, they wouldn't be able to spell, but they'd be able to talk all right.
They will be able to talk.
They'll be able to gab their way through a hospitality job.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, we do need chefs.
That's true. It's fucking true. Get some more European chefs down here, please.
Doesn't matter where they come from. Just give me a chef.
Yeah, it's quite funny because like it's quite a lot of chefs end up in the mental health system sometimes. It's a rough job. The hours are shit, and there's a lot of drugs involved. But a lot of people who end up in there, I'm like, wait, you've been in here like so many times, like over the last, like I've seen you twice this year. That's not good.
Why are you not changing your job?
Yeah, well, how about like, firstly, how have you still got your job? It's like, well, they haven't got anyone else, so they got to hire me back.
Yeah,
I'm like, wow, that must be kind of cool. It's like, yes, sweet. I could just keep like, I could just stay in here and it's fine. And I'm like, okay.
Anyway, to just finish, we went on a tangent again.
Yeah, we did. We were fixing the world. But what were you talking about originally? I've forgotten.
Oh, yeah, Nigel against the Count.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. So nobody wants to go against him because fuck him. And
the only person with any national profile that anybody recognizes has stepped into the ring.
Count Binface.
Fucking formerly known as Lord Buckethead.
And he's a British comedian, allegedly. He is
kind of funny, like in the context of a news setting. I don't think.
Well, the thing is like I love that he's playing his role really well, and he's not coming out of character, and I love him for that. I absolutely love him
to
for
the
that.
bit.
And I just saw this morning a sort of poll of the people in Clapton.
Oh,
I'm not gonna stop.
No, Clapton's a different place, right? Clacton. Clacton. Yes.
Okay.
As you would say in Russian.
Anyway, and it's half and half at the moment.
Really?
Yeah.
People of Clacton, you have the opportunity to do the best thing ever. Why are you missing this? Why is it only 50-50? He should be getting blown the fuck out.
I mean, it's not necessarily 50-50, but Nige Boy and the Count, they're kind of close. There's other members in independents that are also applying for this.
Yeah, but there's like 50 of those and nobody cares. Like, honestly, I think Count Binface is probably going to have a better position on Gaza than most of them. So, what's the point of an independent?
He didn't have a position on Gaza. He promised he will build one affordable home. You know,
At least.
they will nationalize Adele. You know,
Which
things
I
like
think is like, you know, that was probably a more like tempting prospect about 5 or 6 years ago when Adele was really riding high. But she hasn't released like a blockbuster style album since 25, really. Like her albums have been coming out, they've been consistently
maybe she
Adele,
just wants
but
to be nationalized, and then she's gonna have an
I
amazing...
should also point out that since her weight loss journey, Adele's size, just raw size, has reduced quite significantly. So it might not be as big of an asset to nationalize as you might think.
Wow, dude. Adele, I'm sorry. I still love you. Call me. Moving on. So yeah, that was. That
was a three-way pun, man. You didn't think of it.
Well, I didn't want to because I love Adele.
I just look. I'm a student of the Count's policies. I have run the numbers. I think the nationalizing Adele would have been more profitable when he first
You're
suggested.
still on the Adele thing.
Yeah, like it's a serious policy, man. Think about it.
I don't want to.
But yeah, so if you are in the beautiful world of Clacton, then go and do the funny thing, please. But not before you've liked and subscribed.
Oh,
please.
I love that.
Yeah.
That was a nice. Well,
swing right back in with the segue.
Thanks for having us back, and we'll see you next time.
It's good to see you guys. Well, not see you or hear you guys, because we don't have any interaction with you at all. But it's nice to be back.
I see them at night. Bye.